Hi, it's Roger here from Devon Outdoor Camping Supplies and the Camping and Kite Centre. Currently we're in lockdown because of the coronavirus, so I'm at home in my back garden. Decided that we would bring home the Coleman Octago Tent and try and do a small pitching video. So this is the tent here. As you can see, it's a pretty good pack size. This is the new for 2020 from Coleman. It's the smaller version of a tent that they've already done called the Octagon, and this one, like I say, is called the Octago. So we're going to give this a go. We're going to get it out of the bag and see if we can put it up for you. So it comes in its nice handy size carry bag. Here's the tent. Now I haven't actually put this tent up before, so not quite sure how this is going to go, but I'm sure it will be fine. So they come with some nice ties around it, so we'll just take those off. There we go. Whilst we're taking this out, we check what we've got. So here's the fly sheet, so we'll just put that to one side. That should be some pegs there. So I'm going to need those today as it's a little bit windy down here. Yep, that's all our pegs. And this is the bag of poles. So there we go. Yeah, that's all the poles there. So we're going to get those out. We've got one set there. Another set. And these are all conveniently colour coded, so we'll come to those in a minute. Right, get this one out. Here's a ground sheet. You can see the ring and pins here, ring and pin system ready to take all the poles. Just got to work out where the door is. Move that one and the hammer. That's the central hub. Right, we'll just spin this one round a little bit so we can get the door in the right place. There we go. Right, that's all that there. We'll just find ourselves some pegs. And just peg this one out. Trying to miss me manhole cover. On the end of the ring and pin is a nice webbing strap suitable for putting your peg into. We're just going to quickly go around and loosely peg this in a minute, because once this is done we will probably just have to alter the pegging slightly, so we don't want to peg it completely out yet. Grab a couple more pegs. Right, there we go. That's the base just pegged out. Now we shall look at the poles. Right, so that's the fly sheet all laid out. So now we're going to put the poles in. So we've got green taped poles here. and we have some plain ones here, so they're all nicely bound together at the moment. Something you might just want to keep hold of so that when you take your tent down you can do your poles up nicely. So in here what we have is a fitment at the top of the tent. This is all labelled green, and then we've got some pre-angled bends going around the tent as well with some different colours on. So there's a green and blacks there, there's actually a green and a blue one there, and a green and a red one there. Now, by the looks of it, being that's a green one, we're going to start off with putting that into there. Now we've got to roughly work out where this one's going to go. Slide that one into there, and then just go round and put all these poles into position. So next move round, do the next one. And we just there's some little spring locators on either end of the pole that just locate into some slots in the plastic fitments. Then we have the wall poles to go in position. So again, they've got a nice little spring clip on that end, nothing on the other end. The other end will locate into the ring and pin system. So we will pop that up to there and then just place that in the pin. And again, just slowly work our way around the tent. So the Octago is made from Coleman's WeatherTech 2000 material, which gives it a hydrostatic head of about 2000 millimeters. So pretty sturdy against most of the weather conditions that would get thrown at it, and it's going to be an ideal tent for playing out in the garden for your children, quick weekends away, festivals, summer season coming. Hopefully there'll still be a few festivals to be going to after all of this coronavirus has died down. There we go. One more to do. That's the tent mainly stood up in the air. The last two poles. So first one's the red one. Put that one into the ring and pin, and then the blue one, and just up there, and again into the ring and pin. There we go. So that's the tent mainly up in the air. At this point you can just check that the door's going to close. The door has got a little stop in the zip, so that does mean that you can, it's a two-way zip, giving you plenty of movement there. Then we need to go around and just clip the material out to the poles, so I just need to run round and do that. As you can see at this point here, if you're using it in warm climates or just out in the garden. It's got the fly screen material, giving the tent plenty of ventilation, but allowing you to use it without the fly sheet on it. So there we go, and now we just need to get the fly sheet out. Now the next bit is to put the fly sheet over the top. Now it might be a little bit challenging today, it's a little bit windy in my garden, so but we'll give it a go. Might end up going over next door's fence, but we'll see how we get on. So the grey bit here with the logo on it is the front door, and you will see that there is some Velcro ties in here, and this will just allow us to tie it around the frame. So I'm just going to bring that one over here and loosely put that on there, just so that I've got something to grabbing hold of the tent so that it's not going to fly away. There we go. Let's pull this over. There we go. And again, this side here as well, there's a Velcro fastening. Just pop that round the pole there, just to keep that. Once this is all pulled over, there we go. Right, down on the bottom we have some little plastic hooks. They are going to just hook around the ring and pin system, like so, and the same on the other side. We'll just pop round and do that all the way around. There we go. Once you've got all that in position, we've got a little pole to put into the doorway, just to give us a little weather protection on the front door. That's a little fiberglass pole, and it just slides into a sleeve in the fabric. So just gently feed that through there. It's got two pre-angled ferrules on it. So once the other one has come out the other side, it's in roughly the right position, it then locates into the collar on there, and the same on this side here. Just minding your fingers. Let's put that into there, and there we have it. So that's got the fly sheet all on. Just make sure that's all pulled down properly. At this point we still haven't quite pegged the rest of the tent out properly. So we are now just going to open up the front door and see how the ground sheet is lying. So from that you can, I don't know whether you can see, but the ground sheet is pretty nicely laid out flat. So again, we'll just finalise this by zipping the tent up. And then just going round and finishing off the pegging. So here we go with a mallet in our hand. Do that one. that one there. Nice angle on the pegs to stop them being pulled out the ground. And next thing we need to do will be to put the guy lines out. So there we are, that's all secure. And then just grab a couple of pegs. Next thing, got the guy lines to do. As you can see, they're nicely brightly coloured. They've also got a reflective fleck in them. So when you're coming back to your tent in the evening, slightly dark, you should still be able to see your guy lines. Put them out nice and taut, 45 degrees towards the tent. And again, just peg them straight into the ground. So you can see the guy line runner, and you just need to pull the bottom bit out, extend the guy line out through the runner. That will give you your adjustment on it, and again, just pop in the peg straight into there. Right, so there we have it. Just chuck this one out as well, but we won't need to put them all out today. But obviously, from a point of view of pitching the tent correctly, you'd go round and make sure that you do all the guy lines, peg them out nicely, peg them into the ground, and it's then obviously hopefully not going to go anywhere should the weather get up. So that's it, pretty much done. As you can see, it was quite an easy tent to put up. So I don't know how well you can see this, but just to give you an idea of the size, I'm approximately 6'1". So obviously I won't be able to stand up in this tent, but this is a great tent for in the garden, festivals, quick weekends away, straight out of the car, nice and easy to put up. Not going to take you very long. So we'll just have a quick show you around. So all the doors have got their velcros on them. They can all be fastened up out the way. So they've got some nice little ties on there. So that all ties back nicely. And there is several doors all the way around. Again, these have got pegging points at the bottom, so you can peg the doors out once you're not using them. There we go. It's just the zip being a little bit stiff, being the fact the fabric's new. And you can see from that as well the amount of ventilation that we've got through here. So we'll take you inside the tent now. On the very front door we also have this window panel. So you can see from that, got a nice see-through window panel, and so when you're inside you can have the window down. Again, these doors just roll back and toggle back out the way. And down here you can see that we've got a fully sewn in ground sheet, so it creates a nice well around. So into the tent. So like I say, I'm kneeling, so it's got pretty good headroom really, but obviously not able to stand up. Got some nice handy little storage pockets around on each side, some very important safety instructions as well. And there we have it. I'm 6'1", me in a sleeping bag, happy days. So there we have it, that's the Coleman Octago Tent, new for 2020. We think this is going to be a great tent for quick weekend getaways, playing out in the garden, and hopefully some festivals later on part of the year. There we go. Obviously the taking down process is just a little bit easier. Just reverse the steps that you've done to put it up, and it will all fold back down, go back into the tent bag, ensuring that you've picked up all your pegs, you've got all your poles. Never leave your campsite with your poles. It does make it difficult the second time you come to put your tent up. But there we go, guys. For any further information, please visit our website, which is outabout.uk. And in these times of coronavirus, please stay safe. Thanks, everybody.